Have you ever been in a place where you feel like nobody could hear you? Where you smiled around people, but inside you were fighting a battle that nobody knew existed? Welcome back to Waves of Experiences. And my name is Zay the Wave. And today I want to talk about something that is deeply personal to me. This episode is called Hotline. And why is it called Hotline? Because when things go wrong, we all need someone to confide in, someone to look up to. And we need a warm place to call a sanctuary. Things like peace is hard to come by in a world desperate for recognition. We are going to talk about what to do when you think you got nothing left. There are a whole lot of resources that we can use to help us combat the forces of darkness. It is definitely not easy, guys. But if we come together, we can shine in the midst of turmoil. So let's jump right into it. In my experience, I learned to keep my emotions on the side in order to keep going. I remember feeling so blindsided by worldly things like people's expectations, people's opinions, and their projections. One minute I was high, and then I was low. This is not easy for me to talk about because there were so many times where I felt so hopeless. I felt so lost. And I felt alone. I tried to take out myself so many times in my life, to be honest. Especially in high school, in college, and to be real with you guys, just a few days ago as well. Satan used my emotions against me. It always feels like torture. However, here's what I realized. I realized that God was with me even when I couldn't see it. Even when there was this voice telling me to end it. Even when that voice was nigh, God drew even closer. He gave me hope when I thought there wasn't any. He gave me strength when I thought I was too weak. And He gave me peace when it was easy to give up in the chaos. I just had to be willing to see Him. Because to be honest, guys, we as humans might say that we are trying to hear His voice, but are we really still enough to hear it? 9 times out of 10, we are trying to avoid the silence. And that's exactly when Satan makes his move. Now, I'm not asking you to be religious. I'm just asking you to believe that there's hope for you. Even when you think that there's no way out, there are resources out there where you can also talk to someone and vent to them. At one point, I called the suicide hotline, and I will never forget that guy that made me feel like I wasn't alone. And he just listened to my problems. I remember feeling a heavy burden of putting my issues on someone else. But once I got past that wall, I started to feel the light shine on me. And that's when I knew that the tunnel of darkness would end right there. And it's a long journey of trusting and fearing God and shunning evil. But at least looking back now, I see that that was the first step. So no matter how dark your life feels, don't lose hope. Keep praying. Keep reaching out. And keep taking one step at a time. If this story encouraged you, I'll see you next Sunday as we continue exploring the experiences that shape our faith, our lives, and even our music. Until next time, much obliged, and I love you guys.